20 years ago, Harpreet Singh Saluja lands in the UK with just a few quid to his name and takes on his first job in hospitality as a pot washer. Today, he owns several businesses, and a year on from purchasing the King's Court Hotel in Alcester by Stratford Upon Avon, he explains the challenges of taking on a rundown family business, the investments in tech necessities, building a formidable team, and the journey to reposition in the market. From new infrastructure of Wi-Fi, solar and EV to new offerings and team management, and his ambitions to grow his property portfolio, hear Harpreet's learnings, his greatest achievement, and his perspective on why the hospitality industry is struggling.
Hotelier's Voice. Exploring opportunity in hospitality with Ryan Haynes. Hear from the people making a difference. From revenue to operations, marketing to digitalization, learn the thinking behind their decisions.
Hi, Harpreet. Good to see you. How are you doing?
Yeah, good. Yourself?
Very well, thank you very much. So tell me about the King's Court Hotel.
I think this hotel. I think I'll go back pretty much behind before even going to King's Court is the way we fell in love with this hotel. We were looking to buy a hotel for the last 4 years, and I think me and my partners came to this hotel October 2024. And we all literally fell in love with this place, the vibe of this place. Hotel, I think, dates back 1905. That's where the first barn was there, this part of the building where we are standing just now. And then it's over the period of last 20 years expanded. It was in a family for 35 years. We bought last year, June.
So how many rooms do you have here?
Overall 61 bedrooms.
And you do a lot of events. So what sort of events do you host?
We can do anything from weddings to birthday parties to a gala dinner to a black tie dinner to wakes, anything and everything. And plus we have meeting spaces as well. I think around 6 meeting rooms. So we do day delegate conferences and all those things as well, regular meetings as well.
So let's take a walk around the hotel, because you've got so many other amenities here as well, which is, as you said, it's not just about people coming here to be guests at the hotel, but also being able to tap into the local community.
100%.
So you've got a pub that's right at the front that then sprawls out into the restaurant, and then you've got this courtyard area.
100%.
So what's your intention of using this space?
So currently, the space is being used just as a general hotel, restaurant, and a bar. But the idea is to separate pub, which has got its own name called Twisted Boot, and it's been there for a long time. But it's not been utilized by locals because they think it's a hotel bar. But we want to separate its identity completely to a pub, local pub. And if you look at the look and feel, which we'll walk into shortly and see, it has got that lovely Tudor look and feel, and where we can get locals coming in. It's got that feeling there. So it's underutilized, as we say. So I think the idea is to separate the identity of that whole pub area and get it moving.
Let's go and have a look at the pub. So here we are, Twisted Boot, like you said. Got a bit of the old feel.
Look at the feel of it. I think this is where, when we walked in, there was a feel to the place that it's modern, but it's got that old feel and charm to this place. And yeah, I think what I personally feel is underutilized because people think it's a hotel bar. It isn't. It's a pub. People should come because it's got its own entrance. It's got nothing to do with the hotel. People can come directly. It's got a beer garden and enjoy it. Now, as the world is moving on and people want something more interactive, more of sort of activity based drinking, and you want people to be there longer. So what we're doing is we're changing, if you see this area at the back, into a more of an interactive darts, which is in trend now, more of. We're putting that one lane here and a pool table.
I've seen a lot of pubs now go back to the old games, having the games area, having that social point, because people aren't drinking all the time.
Nope.
So how are you going to keep them in the pub? Obviously, you've got your menu here, which is a really sort of fulfilling menu. You cover a lot of different areas
100%.
of food, but you're also doing events.
Events as well.
So, really way to attract the locals. I guess that also helps you sell the fact that this is a great venue for hosting events.
100%. It's a showcase. So pub could become a showcase for the hotel. Like if you're coming here now, it becomes your favorite place. You can come and celebrate your birthday, celebrate, you have your wedding here, but anything you want to do, we can cater for a lot of things.
Because, I mean, some hotels, in order to meet that profitability, are going, right, we need to cut all the services. We just need to be rooms only. You're taking quite a different approach.
Being in hospitality for over 20 plus years now, seeing budget segment to seeing to 4-star, 5-star hotels, there is a service available. Profitability may not be the greatest, but the fulfillment of giving, I think we all need to go back to basics, understanding what hospitality is. Yeah, it's a business, but we need to be hospital. People need to feel they're away, they're getting that value for service. They're paying for something. So they need to get that service being offered. And that's what the focus is in this hotel. And if you meet all my team, which is, since we have bought a brand new team, the ideology in their head is that this is hospitality. We have to serve people, smiles, going out of the way. And if you look at our reviews as well, 4, 5 stars, we do get odd one because you cannot keep everybody happy. We need to accept it. But I think 90-95% of our customers are 5-star on TripAdvisor to 9-10s in Booking.com and other sites. So it says a lot about it. And since we have taken over the hotel, moving away from pub, we have added Best Western as our soft brand partner as well. Which they have given us one of the signature brands, which shows that the hotel is of that stature that we can take a signature brand. And the partnership has been great so far. We have seen uplift in business, despite people are saying, because the way the hotel was run previously to what we have done little changes, we see uplift in the business already.
So let's look at two aspects here. First, I want to look at hospitality as a service and hospitality as a business. So hospitality as a service, trends have changed. 20 years, you must have seen it massively, especially in the last 6 years, what consumers want, what they're looking for. The younger generation are not going out and drinking so much so late. Nightlife is struggling. So what do you think, how, as a business leader, are you trying to reinvigorate and bring the guests back? Where do you think is the best way to tap into nuances to really captivate their interest?
I think what I feel and the way the world is going to go towards more of IT is distracting people from experiences in life, and experience-led venues, experience-led any services you offer now will be success for future. So I think gone are the days of standardization of, oh, I'm a Holiday Inn and I get exactly same everywhere. People are bored. People want to see what is different being offered here. Why do I want to go and spend my money here? Because if you want to offer exactly what hotels down the road is offering, why would you charge extra for it? So I think it's a downward spiral where people think cutting down services will save the business, but it could be for a year or two, but what's the long-term plan? For me, I think in the long term, you need to have people coming, experiencing the place, experiencing the venue now. I might not make enough profit now, but once I have that fan following, I can captivate them, I can sell them anything I want. And this business, I only see getting bigger every year. So the strategy is to get people coming in first, experiencing the service, the quality we have, and captivating those audience which is here.
Now, hospitality business, I mean, every single year for the last 6 years, the industry has been hit left, right, and centre by something. Obviously, we were expecting at the end of 2025 that 2026 was a boomer year for hospitality. We've obviously been hit recently by other global events. How can you remain positive and just focus on being as buoyant as possible?
I think a number says it all, and you need to be true to yourself. You need to be true to yourself and see where the business is. As business leaders, I see myself, we may not be, as I said, as profitable as I expected to be. Since we bought the hotel, we promised some numbers, but our investors understand what steps are we taking to keep the business afloat, first of all. Secondly, we are true to our teams as well. They are part of the business, they're part of the vision. They understand what we need to achieve. So as a leader, it's important to balance that cash flow. First of all, you're not crazy going and spending. Maintain that cash flow, very important. So business, the top funnel, that sales needs to keep on coming in. So your sales engine needs to be strong. So since we have taken over, this hotel never had a sales function at all. So we have added a sales function. The events team was a very reactive team, which the inquiries were coming in. So we've changed our role into proactive role. So now they go out and see what's available, and we have seen great successes already. Uh, we are already trading. Despite people are saying they're trading backwards, I'm trading positive at the moment since last year. So I can only speak for myself, but I see you have to just look at every single detail of your business where you can run the effectiveness. Uh, Despite hard times, times will not stay the same. It may become worse, it may become better, but you have to just react to the times now you are in.
Since taking over the hotel, clearly you have gone through quite a bit of transformation. Firstly, what role each of the dynamics of the hotel plays, the people. IT is one area that you've invested in. Tell us about the investments that you've made in that area and why.
I think great question, and this is where we see the opportunity when we took over the hotel, because where what it was lacking, there were quick fixes. So being in the era of this Gen Zs and Gen Alphas and everything, if you are left behind, a hotel will tend to struggle. A classic example is people used to run around putting uh, giving ironing boards in every single room when they wanted. Now we have added in every single bedroom. Solves the problem, solve running around, solves the guest satisfaction. May not be IT, but small issues like this creates issues for our guests. When we took over the hotel, there were no like keys were missing, with all were manual locks. So we added electronic locks to the hotel now. So again, the issue of, oh, the key's been missing or it's been broken, or somebody guest has taken the key, now we don't have a key to the room, that's gone. So that's fixed as well. Then our infrastructure for guest Wi-Fi was poor, which was only doing 100 Mbps, which hardly used to reach the end of the building. Now we have upgraded 10 times more. It's the 1,000 Mbps now in Wi-Fi, guest Wi-Fi. Uh, Added more access points in the hotel everywhere it's needed. There was no CCTV in terms of IT infrastructure. It wasn't there. So we have added CCTV for security point of view as well. Lighting was poor around the business. We have added that as well. So a lot of, and it's still a continuous process. We are improving our workable stack, i.e., table management system. We are developing our own. So we have our IT guy in house who does all these developments. Website, was it right look and feel? No, it wasn't. So that's what we have done again. A lot of little things we have done in 8 months. In the challenges we had, we have looked at everything where the money was needed to go, and we have invested that money.
I mean, really interesting. I mean, some of that you'd sometimes overlook or
Yeah.
realize how much lighting and Wi-Fi connectivity really adds to both the staff experience, but also the guest experience, and how the experience of the hotel comes across, the efficiencies and optimizations that you can have from some of those developments. I mean, the tech stack for actually management and operating the hotel has stayed relatively the same, but the table management is an area that is going to help you, I
Ha-
guess, improve. Is that the restaurant bookings and the timings for breakfast and dinners?
Yes. So what was happening was the tech stack, or previously the way bookings were managed was through a notebook, where if the notebook is in restaurant, reception couldn't know what's happening, what's been booked, and overbooking situation, or somebody's missed a booking. But now it's again, as is technology is available everywhere. Everybody can log in with their passwords and see what's happened, who's booked, who's not booked, what times are available. So just looking at the challenges of the people and solving them accordingly. I could have easily gone and picked up something from the market which is readily available, but we have a team, and nowadays it's easy to develop these kind of software. So we're doing it in house, so we control it more.
Now, talk about team. You a lot of team that you've got here now are those that you have put in here. So you would have adopted a team, and there would have been processes and procedures in place. How did you sort of work on sort of managing to make sure you've got a right team of people around you, and that represented the quality of hotel experience that you wanted to deliver?
So when we took over, since the day we have took over, 95% of the team members have been replaced. I won't say replaced; they've left, and we had to handpick people. I personally have been in the industry for 20 odd years now, so knowing a lot of people around the business, you know who you need to bring. at what leadership level and what quality and what's your strengths and weaknesses in every single department. So I have handpicked pretty much everybody who have bought in the business now. And since I have bought them in, I think I have 100% retention rate for last 8-9 months. Nobody's left, so something is right here. The previous team was here, and again, I can't say much for them, but they were loyal to the family who owned the hotel for 35 years. But their ideologies, the way of working, wasn't working because clearly they had to sell the hotel, so there was something not right. And again, the dangerous statement which anybody can use in hospitality, this is how we used to do, and not ready for the changes is the dangerous situation to be in. And that's where we were when we took over the hotel on month one. So I quickly realized that the changes I want to bring won't happen quickly. So, but I had to force the changes through because that's where I see the opportunities, and people didn't like it. So unfortunately, business has to move on.
Excellent. Well, let's go and have a look a bit more of the rest of the hotel, shall we? You've made some other investment here, which we can clearly see both on the roof here of your buildings and also for EV charging.
Yes, again, we are in a world of electronic cars, and I think majority of your corporates and everybody traveling now, I would say the 40% of people have electronic cars now, and that was a bigger challenge. Given the location where we are, there were no chargers around. So it was a guest demand and a necessity now to have EV chargers on place. So we made this investment. This was our first big investment we did. Thereafter, the focus was on sustainability. So solar panels became part of sustainability as well. Again, a good amount of saving on electricity bills.
You're not just a hotelier, you also own other businesses.
We do have
Tell me a little bit about those.
So we are into 3 different sectors. Retail, predominantly in Asian retail market, supermarket business, and we are in the care business as well. So those are other segment, and we have a wedding venue, small little wedding venue in Birmingham.
Is there learnings you've taken from from those other sectors to put into the other sectors, or others ways that you're trying to sort of, okay, this can be standardized across these 3?
What I've learned about business predominantly is you have to be a risk taker. You cannot just win anything without taking any risk. So the gambles have to be there. You have to calculative. I can't just go and blind, but you have to put yourself out to earn something and make something bigger out of it. This was our dream project. Coming to UK with £500 in my pocket and starting as an intern as a pot washer to owning a hotel, it's just a dream come true.
That's not a bad career journey, is it? And, you are looking at other properties as well, is that right?
Absolutely. We have a vision for in next 5 years, we should have own at least, if not 10, at least 7 hotels.
Wow. Okay, that's really ambitious. So you come here from India.
Yeah.
21 years ago.
As a student.
And you started off as a pot washer, and now you own hotels.
Good.
What's that journey been like working in hospitality here in the UK?
I think I had good fun, to be very honest. I have had some inspirational mentors when I was being in industry, and I've learned. I've always absorbed. I'm like a sponge. I wanted to learn quickly, and I wanted to grow pretty quick. My ambition was to become a restaurant manager by 25, and I was restaurant manager at 22 in Scotland. And the greatest achievement of my career has been my team, where that same restaurant, which I became restaurant manager, achieved a restaurant of the year or restaurant team of the year at Scottish Hotel Awards. Without me being there. So it shows that the leadership was working and the team was behind me. So to have those kind of accolades across the small little country, Scotland, but still won something, was good. But yes, I call myself as a fixer. I've always gone into an organization which is broken, not there, and I've fixed it to a level where it is attainable. We have got investments in that businesses. We have fixed those businesses. We have. That's what I think I can do better. So
where's that passion come from to do that?
I think it's in my genes. My dad has always been a fighter, so I'll say a bit more about my dad. No, he's no longer in this world, but what he's taught me remains with me forever. Is he's lost everything in his life 3 times and he made everything up. So he knows how to fight and get everything. So that's what I've learned from him. He's never give up on anything. And when you go in, It's a grassroots things. It's basics. In hospitality, what can you fix is people serving people, and if you can fix those element of the business, that's the foundation of that business sorted.
The industry struggles with recruitment
Yeah.
generally. You've done a very good job, obviously, to bring your team here. What can we do to make hospitality a much more attractive place to bring the new generation, especially?
I think two key elements here. I think this whole thinking of hospitality across the world, if you look at, and I'm not saying we should change anything across in because there are employment laws and there are certain reasons and everything, but hospitality in general is non-sociable hours. People need to get that straight in their head. They need to be passionate about serving people. It's a career. People think it's a pocket job in this country, but it isn't. It's a career you can make. You can be a area manager to cluster general manager to ops director to whatever. I've seen that journey from a pot washer to GM to area manager to cluster manager to ops director to owner of the business now. I've seen that journey, and if I can do it, anybody can do it. Two key elements, as I said. One, I think inspiring people. The managers in the business are not inspiring. What we do, uh, we are quick to, if somebody's leaving or the business is going to fail, we just promote anybody without giving them the training, which in return they can't push their team back because they don't know what to achieve. Nowadays we are just promoting people for sake of making them HODs, which is not right at all. Second is, and it's a controversial topic at the moment in the country, but right immigration. You need people.
Yeah.
You need people who are talented, who are worth coming to this country. They should be allowed. I think hospitality immigration is completely closed now, and we see the struggle.
Thank you very much indeed, Sir Harpreet. Thank you for the tour of King's Court Hotel.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you for being here.
What a pleasure it's been to hang out with Harpreet again here at his hotel. What is very evident is his passion for the industry, for his job, and for really putting back in for what he's already gotten out from being in this sector. Secondly, he really does illustrate what's needed, the investment required to continually make a business like this work and adapt with the times, from the absolute bare essentials, from locks to lighting, right through to the wider infrastructure and investing in people. And finally, it's that point of rethinking constantly about the business and commercial possibilities and looking beyond your own front door. So, this has been me, Ryan Haynes, with Hotelier's Voice, and here at the King's Court Hotel.